Okay, thank you, sisters, so very much for joining Koryanka and I today for our beautiful gathering, our prayers for humanity for December, and our theme today is the return of the light. So it's an honor and a joy to be here with you, and I want to again thank you for taking the time out of your day to gather in sacred space. The blessings that we pull together here and share are amplified so much. So we receive our own blessings and we extend them out to the world. And it really is a gift to us that, and a gift to the world that you extend your love in this way. So thank you. Okay, so today's theme is the return of the light, and it's correlated with our winter solstice. And that has to do with the fact that here in the northern hemisphere, and I realize and welcome some of you from the southern hemisphere where you're getting ready for your summer solstice, but here in the northern hemisphere, we're moving toward the moment in time when the night is the longest night of the year. So it's that dark period right before the days start getting longer and the light grows a little bit more each day. So that is the theme we will be working with, and I'll tell you more about what we're going to be doing together in a little bit. But first, I want to just do sort of the introductions, and then Koryanka is going to open the sacred space for us. So for those of you who may not know who I am, my name is DelVecchio, and I've been on a priestess path of sacred awakening since my son was born in 1984, so that's 37 years. Makes it easy to remember how long. So 37 and a half years. And like most of us, my journey has been somewhat convoluted, but it was several years ago that Divine Mother really had to give me a few 2x4s up the head to get me to redirect my path into the sacred leadership, sacred feminine leadership service that I was truly called to. And that really came to fruition for me when I launched the Return of the Priestess speaker series. And that's when Koryanka and I first collaborated on something. She was one of the speakers in that series. And even before that, I was starting to lead retreats and mentoring women in a 13-moon priestess training program called Mother Spirit. So that's kind of my story. I work with women, mentoring them in the arts of being a priestess, as well as an astrologer, an evolutionary astrologer, using that and the tools of the tarot and a few other tools in my toolkit to really help us clear and transmute shadow material so that we can become conduits of love light at this time of great transformation and awakening on the earth, so that we become the pillars of light in service to our communities, our families, and the world. So that's a little bit about me. Now I'm going to share with you a little about Koryanka, and then she'll take it from there for a little bit. So Koryanka is an Incan high priestess, medicine woman, and transformational guide for awakened women who want to step into their sacred destiny and live authentically in their divine essence. She comes from an ancient healing tradition of the Incan lineage. In her work as priestess, she continues sharing these ancient spiritual practices and teachings as part of her ancestral legacy. Koryanka midwives the rebirth of women around the world into a bright new life of purpose and assists priestesses, medicine women, and creatives to step into their highest level of leadership through high ceremony based upon traditional Incan and Amazonian medicine, in sacred retreats in Cusco, Peru, and through online retreats and sacred programs. So with that, I want to welcome Corey, my beloved sister priestess. Thank you for being here. Go ahead, unmute yourself, and if you'll say hello and open sacred space for us.
Of course, welcome everyone. I am so happy to see these beautiful faces and I can feel the energy of the sisterhood building already. I cannot wait. I really love the theme of this month, Dawn. It's so awesome that we're here together for this. So let's get started by settling in and opening up sacred space, shall we? So I want to invite everyone to close your eyes if that feels good, so that it's easier to go within. And we're going to take 3 deep breaths. Let them be relaxing. And we can put our hands, palms up in the receiving position. Divine Spirit of love and light, beloved teachers and guides, spiritual warriors, I invite your presence, ancient ones. Everyone, I invite you to be here with us today and bring your great wisdom and divine light to this sisters gathering. May you support everything that we're co-creating here today. Listen to our prayers, amplify our prayers, and may prayers for humanity be a blessing to the world, now and always. And I want to ask that you please surround every one of us in divine love and light. May you preserve the sacred space and keep us united in divine love and light for our highest good and the highest good of all. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. And you can take another relaxing, nice, deep breath, and you can open up your eyes, relax your arms, bring your hands down, and we're ready to start.
Thank you, Corey. Okay, thank you, sisters, for being here again. Thank you. So we are, as I said, we are close to the winter equinox, the winter solstice, excuse me, and the longest night of the year here in the Northern Hemisphere. And as we ascend as a planetary family, we are moving into a period of time where more challenges will be for some of us to face, whereas for others, more blessings will come. Those who have been doing the deep inner work of healing and transforming. Oh, somebody's unmuted. Let me see. Is everyone muted here? Oh, here we go. Found it. Okay. All right. As we move through this ascension process, the more able we are to be conduits and transducers of the intense amount of light that's flooding our planet, the higher frequency energies, the more we can help our sisters and brothers who are struggling right now. So a couple of years ago, I had done a video where I took a jar of water and I put dirt in it and I let the dirt settle to the bottom. And in the video, I shook up the jar, and the water went from clear on top with the dirt on the bottom to very muddy. And this is what's happening to us with these high frequency rays that are coming from the galactic center, from the photon belt in which we are now moving as a solar system, and from the plasmic rays of light, these coronal mass ejections. It's like shaking up Earth with higher frequency. And for those who have a lot of dirt in their jar, and by dirt, that's a metaphor for unprocessed trauma, buried shadow material, unowned stuff, wounding, projections, all of that stuff. The more of that dirt that we have, the more unprocessed shadow material, the quicker the jar of water, in other words, our psycho-spiritual wholeness, becomes clouded with that dirt. So this is what's happening on the planet is we are all being bathed in these high frequency light activation, these light rays, this energy, these intense higher frequencies. And those of us who have done a lot of inner work and have, through this lifetime and others, we came to literally be able to be conduits of that light for our sisters and brothers so that the earth can hold more light and we can hold more light in our families. And also, in a sense, I sense in this coming year being sort of transducers, like we're taking the high frequency, transducing it, alchemizing it through our mind-body vehicles, and then emanating it out in a way that becomes more available to those who have more dirt in their jars, so to speak. So what we're going to be doing today is welcoming the light as transducers for our sisters and brothers who are struggling with so much of this activation. And this is going to be sort of an intuitive, guided thing. And before, so I'm going to go into a trance state and bring it through. But before I go there, I just wanted to share a little bit about the solstice and the wheel of the year to tie it in with this season. So, we have a winter solstice and a summer solstice and a spring equinox and an autumn equinox. And each year the cycle turns. So in the northern hemisphere, in the southern hemisphere, the same cycles happen, you just got to flip them. Not so much near the equatorial, but as you get farther north or south. The winter solstice is the shortest day of the year, the longest night, and then the days grow longer until the spring equinox, when the days and nights are equal. Then you go to the summer solstice, which is the longest day of the year and the shortest night of the year, and then the days begin to shorten as we move to the autumn equinox, and then where day and night is equal again, and then shorter still until again we move to the winter solstice. And so there is a symbolic theme here around the return of the light for the winter solstice, that we're going deeper, deeper, deeper into a dark period, and then the light returns. And so symbolically, that is what we're going through as a planet too. Because with all that we've been going through for the last really almost 2 years now, things are looking very dark and uncertain. And by dark, think about being in a dark room. It's like you're groping around. You can't kind of find your way. You don't know what's truth and what's baloney and what's lies. And the sisters and brothers of Earth who are living in a lot of fear around death, they're sort of, it's getting very intense for them. And for those of us who know and trust that we are here to bring the light, we are faced with our own challenges as well as we watch the world become more controlled and limited. And yet the light is coming, and we have to trust at this point, just like our ancestors knew that even in the deepest depths of winter, the spring would come again. That's part of what we're doing here. So I just wanted to share that before we move now into the meditation. So with that, I invite you to get yourself comfortable for a guided meditation. And sit. If you need to lay down, you can lay down. But if you're sitting, sit with your spine straight. And when you're ready, you can close your eyes. And let's just take a few moments now to tune into the lower part of our body and make an anchoring connection with Mother Earth. So if your feet are on the ground, start with your feet. Feel your feet on the ground. Feel their strength, the four corners of your feet. And then rising up the legs, feel your sits bones, your pelvis, your pelvic bowl. And allow the spine to rise up in a natural, straight, but with that gentle curve, so that the energy really flows from the feet up the legs to the base of the spine, up the spine. As it rises to your neck, notice the way your shoulders want to deepen into their relaxation. And up the neck, and breathing into the neck and shoulders for a moment. To any places you feel any tension, softening, softening. and up through the head, breathing to soften the muscles in the face, the jaw, back of the head. And now feeling the top of the head and softening all the muscles around your head. And now bringing your attention upward to the 8th chakra above your head, which is the energy center that allows light to come down and through. It is our own transducer that allows us to take in divine supernal light and bring it into our mind-body vehicles in a way that does not fry our own systems. And so, as we tune into that 8th chakra, about 12 inches above the head, in a way that feels right and aligned for you, invite and call in the light of the divine to come down through that 8th chakra and down into the crown, letting the breath be the vehicle that brings that light ever downward. Entering every cell of your body, going down the central core through each energy center and emanating from that energy center to saturate your being with light, simultaneously enlivening and softening all of those places where memory or tension is stored. And so it comes down the head, down the face and neck. This light of the divine saturating you down through the shoulders and arms, down into the chest cavity, expanding now into the heart space. Exhaling to allow that light to travel further downward, activating, stimulating, softening, supporting every part of your being. Feel your belly soften now as the light fills your torso and pelvic bowl, allowing the light to heal, to transmute anything which does not serve you, known and unknown. Letting that light travel down the legs now, the thighs, the knees, the calves, the ankles, the feet. And now let that light extend out the bottoms of your feet, seeing and feeling and knowing and trusting that you are saturated in the love light of the divine. And now extending like roots from a tree, down, down into the earth beneath your feet. To extend that light down to Mother Earth, offering to her, as a conduit yourself, this love, this light, this healing, activating, softening blessing of divine light, transduced through your 8th chakra, so that the frequency is just what you need right now and offered with full love to Mother Earth. And noticing where your roots wish to go in order to really give that light to her. Perhaps you go all the way to her core, or perhaps you notice that there's a layer within her that wishes to receive this light. Perhaps a magma layer or a underground waterway or crystal caves deep beneath her surface. Just allowing that light now to interpenetrate her in just the way that works for her. And staying connected with your breath now, allow those roots to go all the way, if you're not already there, all the way to Mother Earth's core now. And in your mind's eye, sense, feel, know, and see just how that core appears for you. And with reverence, making a connection with your root or your roots to her heart. And as you do, notice the way it's possible to deeply receive her loving support through your root. And so now, using the breath, you're going to start to draw up the life force energy, that supportive energy from her, up through your root or your roots, letting each breath bring that energy up further, even as the light of the divine moves down through you to offer to her. So too does her life force energy rise up through you like sap rising up a tree, until you feel that energy pressing against the bottoms of your feet. And as you do, drink in that energy and allow, on the inhale, that life force energy to rise up through your body, up into the feet and the calves and the knees and the thighs. Inhaling up into your pelvic bowl, your buttocks, your womb space, your softening belly. Breathing to draw it up the spine, up into the heart space, letting it expand there, intermixing with your own heart energy, intermixing with the love light of the divine as it rises up still, up, up, up. Each breath allowing that life force energy to saturate, interpenetrate each cell, dancing with the divine within you, feeling yourself the energetic conduit of spirit embodied in form, offering love to earth, offering love back to God Source, and being blessed in the process. As that energy rises up out the crown of the head, imagine, like branches of a tree, your energies reaching up toward the heavens and your roots reaching down into the earth, being nurtured, nourished, and fed by these energies. You are grounded, centered, supported, and held eternally. And from this place now, as a conduit of these energies and a transducer of these energies, we recognize ourselves as the bearers of light in a time of great darkness. We hold the frequency of hope, the trust and the knowing of the light soon to come. And in our ability to hold these higher frequencies, we offer them to our sisters and brothers of earth, that they may receive the light of the divine and the life force energy of Mother Earth in just the way that's right for them. And so now, drawing your energy and your attention into the heart space, even as the divine love light flows down through you and the nourishing life force energy of Mother Earth flows up through you, bring your focus now to build that energy in the heart space, attuning the heart of divine love, eternal love, to mix and blend with these energies, building and building that force of love, the power of love light to heal, to transform, to comfort, to ease. We build this energy within our hearts that we may extend it now to our sisters and brothers of earth, to humanity. For we are all traveling on this ascension journey together, all facing challenges unique to ourselves and challenges as a collective to transform our miscreations into a higher, more elevated way of being that aligns with a new earth that is birthing even now. And so as you breathe and feel the expansion and the condensing and strengthening of these energies, you might want to imagine it as a luminous ball of light, and breathing to build that light, each inhale, each exhale, building this luminous ball of light based in the heart and expanding outward. Expanding, expanding until you feel this light beyond your body, surrounding you, so that you are contained within this luminous ball of Mother Earth energies, ascended 5D Gaia Earth energies, and the divine, eternal, supernal light of the One, and your own heart of loving compassion. And extending now further, feel this light surround the entire home or property where you are sitting. And now extending further, each breath letting this beautiful light grow and expand to encompass your neighborhood. See and know and trust the power of your intention to extend your love to every sister and brother of earth, knowing that they will receive it in just the way that's right for them. We impose nothing. We extend everything. We extend the love light, going beyond our neighborhood now to surround our village or town or borough if you're in a big city, and extending now to encompass our city or state or greater region where you live. Letting each breath expand the size and the luminous light of this blessing. And now see that light expanding to touch the other lights among the sisters here in this now gathering, as well as those who will listen to this later on. extending as we join our lights now to surround each nation upon our Mother Earth and each body of water, each mountain, every landscape, and every beloved sister and brother of this earth, regardless of their current personality consciousness. Let us remember that they are our sisters and brothers, and we are all one as children of our Divine Mother, Father God. And so we extend this light now and see and know the way we surround the entire earth with the light of our love, of divine love, and of the nourishing, sustaining love of Mother Earth in her ascended, fifth dimensional, high frequency, new, fresh being. And as you breathe now, notice the gentle pulsing, the pulsations of the light. Feel within your own body, connected with these pulsations, the way it supports and sustains you. Feel the pulsations within and around you. How harmonized we are with the light divine, with Mother Earth, and with each other. Blessed Mother, Father God, and Gaia, witness our intent to extend our light to all of Earth, to bless our sisters and brothers, and ride these waves of ascension, facing our own challenges with courage and love for ourselves, for each other, and for this journey. We ask that you guide us, be with us, hold us, that we maintain our hope and our knowing that the light has come. A new day is upon us. And from that, we bless the world. In feeling these pulsations now, sisters, trust and know that in any now moment, you are able to tap back into this luminous light. It is available at all times to nourish, support, and sustain you, and thereby let you extend to your sisters and brothers. And let us just spend a few moments in this field of love light, breathing, pulsating, allowing ourselves to be nourished by this light, grounded, centered, and open to the field of love. want to invite you to silently bring to mind and to heart any particular people in your life with whom you have a grievance that you would like to extend this love to. And take a moment now and notice a beam of light extending from your heart to theirs. Making peace within yourself. This could be a personal relationship or a public figure even. It is time for us to let go of our grievances that we may hold even more light. And we do that by forgiving, by letting ourselves off the hook from holding on to grievance. And so use this field of potent love that we have created to hold you right now as you release and unhook yourself from any grievances that do not serve love. And now taking another moment or two to extend this loving frequency to anyone you know who needs that little extra boost, someone who perhaps is struggling or in fear or whatever they're going through. And it could be more than one person, so we'll take a few moments now to extend love to those who need the extra light right now. And now let us use this field of light to extend love to all the children of this earth. They are our future, and many they are who have come to rebuild the new earth. They come with many gifts. They come with multi-dimensional remembrance. And right now, many are seeped in family situations that are very dense with the old frequencies. And so let us now extend this energy with specific intent to the children of the earth. And you can do this by way of specific children you know, or just children in general. Trust what comes. We'll do one last round now of extending love to those who will make their exit from their physical body within the next cycle of the wheel of the year. for there may be many who make their exit during this next cycle. And we know we are eternal. We know we are divine. We know we are loved without condition. And that these journeys in a body are temporary. And so let us offer now this love to all those who will choose to shed their current bodies and go back to Source in this year. That when their time comes, it is done with grace and ease and great peace for themselves and their loved ones. So taking a moment now to extend this loving energy from the field we've created to all those souls that are preparing for their return to Source. So now bring your attention back to the heart, and in fact, take your hands and wiggle your fingers a little bit. Bring them together and rub your hands, your palms, and then place them on your heart. We've been in deep trance now, so we want to slowly come out of that. And notice the field of light that we are a part of, which is surrounding the earth, interpenetrating everything, including each other's lights. And in order for us to come back to waking consciousness, we need to withdraw that energy back inward. But know and trust that the light is actually always there. What we're doing is bringing our own energies back to waking consciousness. And so drawing your attention from the broad field back into the body. From your roots anchored in the earth, to your branches reaching up to heaven, to the field all around the earth. Draw your attention now back into the heart space, back into the body. Wiggle your toes now, or tap your feet a little bit. And let that tapping move up the legs, wiggling the pelvis a little bit and the body, taking your hands, rubbing them again, taking a deep breath in. On the count of 3, as you exhale, we'll open the eyes. 1, 2, 3. Open your eyes, being fully awake, fully alert, fully present in your body. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to ask Koryanka now to offer us a blessing to seal this energy, and then we'll have a few final announcements before we complete for today.
In deep gratitude, sisters, in deep gratitude for being here with us, for being the channels of the divine light. May you be blessed every day of your life with a divine light dancing and moving inside of you. May you be the most beautiful, blossoming ambassador of the divine light. Blessings to your family, to your neighbors and friends, and all of your relations. May Divine Spirit, Pachamama, and our ancestors, spirit guides, always be by your side, supporting and co-creating with you the most beautiful reality in harmony with the highest good of Mother Earth and the highest good of all of our brothers and sisters in this beautiful planet we call our home. blessings to every human being who is really struggling with the health crisis that has been a common experience for all of us in the planet. But we trust that the light, it's doing the work and transmuting all of this into life-giving light. Blessed be. Thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you, Corey. Okay, so our next Prayers for Humanity will be on, when are we going to do it, Corey? The 14th of January?
Let me double check. I'm going to look at my calendar for a moment. It's Friday, January the 14th.
Okay, Friday, January 14th, a little earlier.
Yes, this time is going to be earlier. 9 a.m. Pacific time. And what time is that going to be for you, Dawn?
That'll be 10 a.m. for me, Mountain Time,
Okay.
and noon, East Coast, U.S. East Coast. Yeah. So we have some comments here. I thought we could share a few. Suzanne says, so beautiful to see you all. I love you, Dawn. I love you, Corey. And we love you, Suzanne. Love, love, love. Oh, that's Koryanka. You said that. Linda says, wonderful to join with you all today with love and blessings. Thank you for being here, Linda. Esoteric Fairy says, happy portal season, everyone, from Ottawa, Canada. Then Gayleen says, joining you all from ancestral lands of the Hulkumi speaking people on so-called Vancouver Island, BC. Light and love from Las Vegas, Arlene says. Mary Lou, good to have you here. Mary says, love from Santa Rosa, California. Miwok land. And Sherry says, I'm joining from southern New Mexico, Apache tribal lands. Oh, I'm just north of you, Sherry. I'm in Catron County here. And then Esoteric Fairy again says, has it ever been shaken up? I guess I did the necessary work because I feel like I finally finished healing my divine masculine energies and experiences with men. I hope everyone else is feeling the benefits. Blessed be, sister. Thank you. Yep. Shaken up meaning, I presume, the dirt jar, right? iPhone says, blessings and blessed be. Gratitude and blessings. Alia says, blessed be. Good to have you here, Alia. And she says, thank you to Dawn and Corey. Jessica says, so wonderful. Thank you for this offer. So many tears and yawning, says Lisa. And Graciela, blessings and gratitude. More hearts, so much love in deep gratitude. Sherry says, thank you, Dawn. Working on our dirt every day, right? And Esoteric Fairy says the jar was an apt metaphor. And Dawn says, another Dawn, in deep gratitude with love and light. Thank you so very much, sisters. It's always an honor to gather with you. I feel the blessings, and I really felt, I don't know if anyone else felt like this pulsing light all around the world that we were in a field of, but it was very blissful to my heart. So thank you. Anyone have anything else they want to share before we wrap up for today? You can type it in the chat box. Esoteric Fairy says, I really felt it. Yes, I'm still in semi-trance. Yeah, and that's thank you for bringing that up. If you do still feel quite, woo, it's good to do something grounding. Definitely drink a lot of water. You can eat some food or actually touch the earth. Do something to get yourself grounded. Eat some potatoes or a root vegetable. That's another way to do it. Sonia says, this was my first time joining you. Thank you so much. Blessings, and love to all. Welcome, Sonia. I'm glad you were here. Mindy says, thank you so much. Blessings to all. Linda says, what a lovely and potent time together. Thank you, Dawn and Corey, for guiding this prayer and healing time. Ria says, so much gratitude and blessing, with lots of rainbows there. Thank you. And Alia says, especially since blazing the violet flame, wow, we continue to amp up and light with the unity grid. Such a blessing to be there, be here. Yes, indeed. We did, my community had a Blazing the Violet Flame session recently, and this is just kind of amping it up even more for sure. And Seabell says, so much gratitude. And Vesna, thank you, says thank you and feeling the love all the way here in South Australia. Oh, that's where you are. So that's morning light on you, Vesna. Nice. Cynthia says, wonderful. Thank you so much for doing this with us. So needed, indeed. And we will continue to do these as long as there seems to be a need and we are able to continue to be in service in this way. So you can expect a Prayers for Humanity once a month. If you know any sisters who are interested, please, the next time you get an invite, share it with them. And with that, I feel complete. Corey, is there anything you want to say, or do you want to just, any final words before we close for today?
My words are of gratitude because that is what I feel every time we get together and we get to do great work together. And it feels like it's just natural, a natural thing that we all feel like we want to do. And souls are called to get together like this and amplify the light for the planet. I just want to invite you to continue joining us as much as you can. And if you cannot do it live, please listen to the recording and be part of this. As you know, there is no time or space when we are joining soul to soul and doing work at the energy etheric levels. And I would like to close the space today with a gratitude prayer.
Okay.
Let's do this. Let's do this. You can put your hands like this, palms up in the receiving position. And we take a nice deep breath. And we say, Divine Spirit of love and light, beloved teachers and guides, spiritual warriors, protectors, beloved wise ancestors, I want to thank you for your presence, for your support, and for being here with us, sending divine light to the world, and lovingly being our strength, our supporters. Thank you for every gift that you bring to us every day of our lives, and for everything that we are birthing with all of you, with your loving support in divine love and light. In gratitude, thank you all, thank you all, thank you all. And so it is. And now you can take another deep breath, relax your arms and open up your eyes if you have closed them.
Thank you, Corey. Thank
Wonderful.
you, sisters. Beautiful. Have a blessed holiday season. May you and all your family and all your loved ones feel the blessing of this season, and we will see you in January.
Yes, see you then.
Mwah.
Receive much love. Mwah.
Bye for now.